U.S. Trade Representative Jamieson Greer will be in India on Monday for a two-day sprint with Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal. The agenda is to tighten the loose ends on the interim trade agreement and push talks on the bigger bilateral trade agreement, or the BTA. Here's the backstory. In February, India and the United States signed a joint statement that pulled Indian goods out of Trump's 25% punitive tariff zone, settling at 18% reciprocal duty. In exchange, India agreed to cut tariffs on U.S. industrial and farm goods and committed to a $500 billion trade target with Washington over the next 5 years. But the deadline and the headline numbers hide the real fight. India and the U.S. are still working through sticky issues in agriculture and dairy. Delhi has held the line on staple grains, dairy, and most sensitive farm produce stay off the table. Washington wants deeper cuts beyond the current 18% across the board, that is across the board, not just on India's labor-intensive exports like textiles, gems, and leather. There is also a fresh complication. The U.S. recently proposed a separate 12.5% tariff on 54 countries, India included, tied to forced labor import rules, a parallel track that could muddy the main negotiation. Greer's visit comes as both sides are negotiating to finalize what officials call the minor issues, commas and full stops, as Goyal himself put it. That's diplomatic shorthand for the big political calls are done, the legal text is not. Investors will watch whether the interim deal gets a signed text rather than just a statement, whether agriculture stays protected on paper, and whether Greer signals movement on that forced labor tariff threat. For India, it's proof the President and Prime Minister Modi reset can survive contact with detail. For Washington, it's a template for handling China-adjacent supply chains. The deal is not done yet, but the clock is still ticking.